Welcome back to Click Academics. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to solve this exponential equation. So we have 2 to the power of x plus 2 to the power of 3x equals 10. And what we're going to do first is we're going to rewrite this equation. We're going to write this as 2 to the power of x plus 2 to the power of x to the power of 3. Because remember, when we have something like this is equal to x times 3. We multiply the exponents. So we're simply reversing that. And this equals 10. And now what we're going to do is, since we have 2 to the power of x's, we're going to set 2 to the power of x equal y, the variable y. So y equals 2 to the power x. So now what we're going to do is we're going to replace all the terms that have 2 to the power of x to y. So this rewrites to 2 to the power of x. That's y plus y to the power of 3 equals 10. Now we're going to subtract 10 on both sides. So we get, let me rewrite this in order of exponents. We have y to the power of 3 plus y minus 10 equals 0. So now we're actually, to factor this, we're going to rewrite this y as, write it right here, y third minus 4y plus 5y. We're going to rewrite the y as minus 4y plus 5y, and we still have the minus 10 here, and this equals 0. Now, from y to the power of 3 minus 4y, we're going to factor out y. So we get y times y squared minus 4. And from 5y minus 10, we're simply going to factor out 5. So we have plus 5 times y minus 10 divided by 5 is 2. And all this still equals 0. And now what we're going to do is we're going to change our y squared minus 4 into y plus 2 times y minus 2. So we have y times y plus 2 times y minus 2. We simply just factored this y squared minus 4. And we're going to add this with 5 times y minus 2. And all of this still equals 0. And now, as you can see, since both terms have y minus 2 in them, we're going to factor out y minus 2 here. So if we factor out y minus 2, we get y times y plus 2 plus 5. And all of this still equals 0. Sorry. And now we've created two equations. We have y minus 2 equals 0 and y times y plus 2 plus 5 equals 0. Now let's solve our first one here. This one is really simple. We simply add 2 on both sides to isolate y, and we get y is equal to 0 plus 2 is 2, so y is equal to 0 plus 2. And our next solution, well, let's first start by distributing our y here to y plus 2. So we get y squared plus 2y plus 5 equals 0. And now, as you see, we have a quadratic equation here, and we want to factor this, right? So we're going to use our quadratic formula, negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So b, remember, y squared is a, 2y is b, and 5 is c. So we have negative b, negative 2, plus or minus the square root of b squared, so 2 squared, 4, minus 4 times a, which is 1, times c, which is 5. And we're going to divide this by 2 times a. Remember, a is 1, so we have 2 times 1, which is simply 2. Now, let me bring this over here. So now we have negative 2 plus or minus the square root of 4 minus 4 times 1 times 5. That's 4 minus 20, which is negative 16. And as you see, we can't take the square root of a negative. That's not possible, meaning this is wrong and this equation is wrong. So our only solution is y equals 2. And why don't we plug? So this is our only solution. So now, as you can see, y equals 2 to the power of x, right? So because we already know that y equals 2, we have 2 equals 2 to the power of x. And what to the power of, or 2 to the power of what equals 2? 1, because anything to the power of 1 equals itself, meaning x equals 1. Now, why don't we check our solution in this equation? So if we plug in 1 for x, we get 2 to the power of 1 plus 2 to the power of 3 times 1 equals 10. 2 to the power of 1 is 2, plus 2 to the power of 3 times 1 is the same thing as 2 to the power of 3, which is 8. This equals 10, and 2 plus 8 does indeed equal 10. So 10 equals 10. And this is right. So our solution here, x equals 1, is right. Hey guys, welcome back to Click Academics. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing of why this seemingly simple problem stumped the entire internet and caused a whole argument. So our problem here is 8 divided by 2 times 2 plus 2. And to those people who are really smart and really good at math, you know that this is a simple 5th grade, 4th grade problem, and it really is. So the first step is to add the numbers in the parentheses. And this is what everyone agreed on. Everyone agreed that this was the first step. So we have 2 plus 2, and as we all know, that's 4. So this brings our equation to 4 times 2, and 8 divided by 2 times 4. So everyone agreed on this one step. However, what people disagreed on was the next step. Some people said that you should multiply the 4 and the 2 first. So that would bring us 4 times 2 is 8. So then we would have 8 divided by 8, and this would equal 1. So around 50% of people said that you should do that, and the other 50 said that when you're given this, you should first divide the 8 and the 2. So 8 divided by 2, as we all know, is 4. So then we would do 4 times 4, and this would give us 16. So 16 and 1 were the answers that caused a whole argument. And this problem is fairly simple if you know PEMDAS. If you know what PEMDAS is, then this problem should be a breeze to you. PEMDAS is, well, the P stands for parentheses, the E stands for exponent, so we have like x to the power 4, the M stands for multiplication, the D stands for division, the A stands for addition, and the S stands for subtraction. So this is the order of operations that you use to solve an equation or expression. So what people thought was, oh, so first you go at parentheses, right? So they did the parentheses first, they did 2 plus 2 first, so they got 4. And then they went next, they checked exponents. Well, there are no exponents, so you could skip that part. Then they go multiplication, and they think, oh, well, we have 4 times 2 here, so because that's before division, we would do that first. So they did 2 times 4, which is 8, and then since there was no multiplication left, they went on to division, and that's how some people got the answer of 1. However, that is actually wrong, because this isn't actually the right order. The right order is actually multiplication or division, and addition or subtraction. And the order of this depends on which one comes first. If multiplication comes first, left to right, then you would do multiplication first. And if division came first, left to right, then you would do division first. And as you can see, in this problem, division comes first, left to right. We have division here, left to right, and then we have multiplication. So we would first do 8 divided by 2, which is 4, and then we would multiply it with the 4 to get 16. So 16 is actually the right answer here. And multiplication and division comes first, and then you look for addition or subtraction, and the same thing, whatever comes first, left to right, you do that first. So most people weren't taught that, maybe in school or something like that, and they might have got confused and tried to use PEMDAS the wrong way. So that's why this problem confused most people.